very, very easy to point a finger at somebody else.
I think Chris is responsible for about 75% of the debt.
I consider the debt 50% hers, 50% mine.
Most of the debt we have is from Chris's daughter coming to live with us, for all of the gadgets he buys, projects he wants to start, projects he never finishes. I'm being sued because of Chris's carelessness with money. He has no clue about money management at all. I can't see any light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, these two can point fingers all they want, but that's not going to get them out of debt, obviously, and it's not going to get their marriage back on track. Now, Pam says it just may be too late for a bailout because their marriage is really on the brink.
I'm on the brink of divorce because I can't stand being married to the man who doesn't know how to not spend money.
I do not want a divorce. My life is just going to hell really fast. I consider Pam to being withdrawn, vindictive, very negative. My wife and I fight daily.
I don't trust him anymore. My trust has gone to the toilet.
I feel like a second-class citizen.
I feel financially trapped. I just can't believe this is happening to me. It's time to make decisions and move on with my life and walk away.
Okay, now, first off, we have to acknowledge there's multiple issues here, right? One are the financial issues.
Yeah, that's correct.
I mean, that's a really big deal, and in fact, it's the #1 reason that people give for relationships failing. So that's one issue. Then the other issue is maybe it's directly from this or other things, but this marriage is not working, right?
No, it's not working.
How much of it do you attribute to the financial pressure and crisis that you're in?
I would say probably 75% of it. I don't.
In fact, you said you can't see being married to a man that can't manage money?
Yes, I did. I said I couldn't stand it anymore. I talked to him about it. I'll ask him something. He'll go to the credit union and take out money he doesn't tell me that's in our impound account for our taxes. And I'll say, Chris, why did you do that? And he'll say, oh, well, I needed it. And it's $80, but it's still the money that I'm thinking I have for taxes or something.
But at the same time, I knew I was having $300 coming back that same day when I bought the paint for the job.
But is that the point, or is the point that you don't tell her what's going on and you guys aren't communicating about it?
Of both. He does it, and then he says he's going to have the money coming in, and maybe 2 months later we get the money coming in from the job he was going to do because he won't ask the people for money till he's done with it. So there the bill's set. I'm supposed to figure out how to get the money to pay the bills. Meanwhile, they're sitting there. He's not asking for the money. I robbed Peter to pay Paul, and it just keeps going.
But now you're taking the role here of victim, honestly. I mean, you're saying that he's victimized you in this.
Probably. In some ways, I maybe feel that way, but I also know it's my own fault because I probably let a lot of it happen.
Well, let's talk about that. I made a list. Before you got married, you knew he had filed bankruptcy, right?
I'm not sure if
Yeah,
I knew
I told
it
her.
before.
I told her
I'm not sure when he
about
told me if he
everything
did. It could have
before.
been before.
You knew he had no credit.
Yes, I knew he had no credit. But he didn't have any debt either at that point in time. And he'd gone back to school.
Well, no, because he had taken bankruptcy, which he told you.
Well, I did have the student loans coming due soon.
But I thought it was only, he made his bankruptcy sound like it was only like for under $10,000.
Are you saying that you didn't have any warning signs? Because to me, it looks like you had some clear warning signs.
No, I had warning signs. I think I probably maybe ignored them. I thought he went back to school. I thought he was trying to be something and he was making something out of his life. And I thought those things maybe were things that just happened.
Let me just tell you up front, I can't wrap my mind around the fact that you two are $624,600 in debt and you don't really know. You didn't even know that total till we gave it to you, did you?
I didn't want to face it. I knew at least it was I knew it was at least $500,000.
Okay, well, when you got married, your total indebtedness was $131,000.
Yeah.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.